Hello everyone and welcome back to Gaming Panda. Today we are playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links, and today we are doing a bit of a weird deck, okay? Usually you don't like banishing your own cards, but this whole deck is about banishing. Alright, you're banishing your own cards, you're banishing your opponent's cards, you're just banishing. That's all it is. So that's right, we're playing as the Metaphys deck. So we have two Metaphys Daedalus, two Karibos. I'm running the two different versions of Karibo. Doesn't really matter. You can run Sphere Karibo as well. I just don't have Sphere Karibo at all, which is weird. But you can just run Karibo. It should be the same. 3 Metaphys Nymphs, 3 Metaphys Tyrant Dragons, and 2 Aloof Lupins. So the Lupins will be there to banish cards in your hand, which will either be the Tyrant Dragon, Nymphs, or the Daedaluses. From now on, because of his name being so complicated, we're calling him White Water Dragon. That's his name. We're running 3 Metaphys, 3 Metaphys Factor, and 2 Metaphys Ascensions. Now, I don't really have a good ability for this. You can run whatever you want, and as you guys saw, I was running a Rex Raptor here, which doesn't really matter. You can use whoever you want. There's no specific ability. There's nothing really like crazy. The one ability that I would recommend is Grit. Grit might actually be kind of good with this deck. Not 100%, but you guys can mess around with that a little bit later. With that all being said, let's go ahead and get ourselves into a duel. Alright guys, so we found ourselves an opponent here. We got Old Par from Colombia, rookie 3. The league did just reset like a few days ago with Duelist Kingdom coming out. We are going first, which is, I don't know. Might be good, might not be. Okay, so we don't start off with a Lupin. Lupin, I don't even know how you say it. But let's go ahead and activate a Cinemethys. Activate its effect. We banish Tyrant. Alright. Then we have to end our turn, of course, because we don't really have anything else. Now, using Tyrant's effect, we can go ahead and activate it. We should be able to summon a White Water Dragon. He will help get rid of the field, and Nymphs will get rid of the back row. So that's the whole point of the deck, using your banished monsters effects to do this and that. Summon, destroy, that's what we got. He set a card. It's not our turn, it's his turn. Well, I forget that's how that, yeah, that's my bad. Alright, so he's got 1 set card, 1 set monster. Curious to see what he's doing here. Here's a Tyrant. Let's go ahead, activate a Tyrant, or activate so we can banish Tyrant Dragon. There we go. And now we can battle his face down. It's an Invoker. Huh. Invoker can be in a lot of decks. There's nothing like specific. Invocation also obviously going to be in a lot of decks since Invoker's in the deck. I'm curious, is this an Invoker deck on its own, or is this what kind of deck is this? Let's go ahead and activate White Water Dragon's effect. You should never run out of cards though, so just keep that in mind. We go ahead and activate first Tyrant Dragon's effect, so we can special summon Nymphs. That way we get rid of that back row just in case, because I'm not sure what that is. Let's see, can he activate it on... Can he chain? Alright, it was a Floodgate Trap Hole. That's not that big of a deal. It's still his turn. It's 1600 defense, so he's probably going to be able to destroy us there. Invocation obviously is going to be activated. He did get that last turn. What is he summoning? We got invoked. Okay, so it's an invoked deck. That's fine. He's got another back row there. But since this was special summon, we just summon Whitewater Dragon with our other Tyrant's effect. We go ahead and activate that. Tyrant Dragon's effect activates. We special summon. Okay, he's got something. We special summon Whitewater Dragon. We activate its effect. There goes his fusion summon monster. Banished. We activate a Metaphys factor. And then just for funsies, we can use that effect of factor to summon Metaphys as a special summon, which should allow us... Never mind. I was going to say that factor should allow us to special summon the Nymph, which will help us get rid of the back row, but that's not what happened because the Metaphys monsters have to be special summoned using a Metaphys monster's effect. Mirror Wall. Okay. Mirror Wall. That's fine. We still get a decent chunk of damage off. These will all be banished our next turn. So if we do take some damage, I'm alright with it. He doesn't keep Mirror Wall around, obviously, because he can't pay the 2,000. Palace of the Elemental Lords. What kind of deck is this? I'm very curious, because at first I thought it was an Invoker deck because he had 3 Invoker cards. But then he has a Mirror Wall and a Palace of the Elemental Lords. Does he have an Element Saber deck with Invoker? Because I know Invokers are in other kind of decks, but not 100% sure here. Here's the Element Saber. Alright, so he's going to be able to destroy one of our monsters here using its effect, which really isn't that big of a deal because they're both going to be banished soon. And then we're going to have to use their effects as well. Okay. I don't know why he buffed his attack. That didn't make much sense because now... Alright, whatever. That's fine. He's going to take out our Whitewater Dragon, which honestly is not that great. We needed him to destroy Nymph. Let's go ahead and activate Nymphs, obviously, because that's the whole point of this. We're going to add a Tyrant Dragon to our hand. Then we are going to activate this. Banish Whitewater Dragon. We get Ascension, okay. We can set Ascension, but once Whitewater Dragon's effect activates, we banish another Tyrant. We use Tyrant to summon Tyrant, right? Hear me out. And then we should be good. Let's go ahead and end our turn. If we take damage, that's fine. It's not that big of a deal. We activate the effect. Gets sent back to our deck. Let's not activate Ascension quite yet. We banish Tyrant Dragon. That way on our next standby phase, we can go ahead and bring in a Tyrant Dragon to summon Tyrant Dragon to get 2 attacks in a row. So this is honestly the best combo that we have. We banish a Tyrant Dragon so we can special summon Tyrant Dragon from our hand. We should be good for now. Alright. So he skips his battle phase. Here's a Nymph. That's not really an issue. We activate Tyrant's effect that's banished back to our deck. So let's not activate Ascension quite yet. So we can summon a Tyrant Dragon. So now he should be able to attack twice. And then he is going to get banished. And then we can summon Nymph next turn if need be. But we should be able to win this turn because we do get a second attack. And we are unaffected by trap cards. So if that's a trap card back there, we're fine. Completely forgot about that effect. That effect can be an issue. Let's go ahead and activate. Let's go ahead and activate. Let's activate this card. So that way we can banish nymphs. I was going to activate Ascension, but then that means we have to discard nymphs and we don't actually get to use its effect, which kind of sucks, but it's okay. We banish nymphs so we can draw White Water Dragon. Okay. Debating if we actually want to special summon that, because what? It automatically banishes at our next turn. So let's go ahead. Normal summon. We won't be able to activate its effect where the special summon monsters are automatically destroyed, which is not that big of a deal. Honestly, it's fine. I just want to get some more damage off because that's one of the harder things to do with this deck. With all the different banishing and stuff, you don't actually get a chance to set up a good offense. Which, I mean, you still do deal a nice amount of damage. Like look at what we are about to do. Here's a trap card, Elemental Training. Okay. Alright, so he tributes the target. What does he special summon? We should be able to choose an attack still if we... Yeah, continue to attack, but this time we'll attack the attack face up one. He's still going to take damage. That's all that matters. And then next turn, White Water Dragon gets banished. We can activate his effect afterwards. We activate nymphs for now. It's not even nymphs. I don't know why I'm calling it this. Metaphys. That sounds like what it is. We add a Tyrant Dragon. And then... I'm curious. Does this actually get banished? Because it's face down. So I'm not sure if it actually gets banished. And then if not, do we get to keep our 2 attacks in a row? Because it was special summoned that way, you know? Huh. Okay. So what does that do exactly for me? He special summons the dark one again. Alright, cool. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. He's gonna attack White Water Dragon probably, right? Or actually he might attack Tyrant Dragon if he remembers what it was. Either way, during our turn we should be able to destroy that no matter what, because during our turn Metaphys makes our opponents lose 500 during our turn. Should be fine. We don't really need to activate Ascension quite yet. Curious to see where he's gaining all these attack points from, because he's just randomly gaining. He attacks Tyrant Dragon. Okay. We don't have anything to stop that per se. So, Tyrant Dragon going to your graveyard is your biggest killer, honestly. Actually, really anything going to your graveyard is your biggest killer. Alright, so that is now an attack position. They're going to lose 500. That right there is not what I wanted to see. We activate this card right here. White Water Dragon, we activate that. We don't need to activate that for now. We banish a... I want to get nymphs out there so that way we can clear his back row, because his back row right now is being kind of a problem, or it might become a problem, I should say. So let's banish a Tyrant. Okay. Does he have anything? He does have something, apparently. I just don't know what. Let's go ahead and activate Ascension. We can discard an Ascension, so that way we can draw a card. Let's go ahead and banish another monster here. Let's go ahead and banish a White Water Dragon, of course. Then... I think we can just go for the win here by summoning a Tyrant Dragon using Factor. Right? Unless he's got something in his trap cards, which I'm assuming he does. Maybe not. Okay, so the attack points go up a little bit. And we go face down. That is an issue. That is for sure an issue. Okay, so we do have Tyrant Dragon. Does this get rid of all set, spell, and trap cards on the field? So that won't get rid of Palace of Elemental Lords. Okay, I guess we don't have any other choice. We're gonna have to end our turn. Both of these will activate, so we can summon nymphs, get rid of that one trap card or spell card right there. And then we don't have anything specific that we can banish, you know? We don't have many more monsters, really. That's the issue. Okay, so I guess let's activate that Tyrant's effect. I forgot that we flip all the monsters there. So we can summon Metaphys. I don't even know anymore, guys. Their names are just too complicated. Wall of Disruption. Good thing we got rid of that thing. Otherwise, that would have been an issue. He is going to be able to flip one of our guys face down, but that shouldn't be a problem. Because now that we have two monsters out there, no matter what, at the end of his turn, his cards will be flipped positions. What the heck? Alright, so that goes out the window right there. This is for sure one of the longest battles that I've had with Metaphys. This might legitimately just go until a deck out. Which, I mean, just... I guess that kind of shows Element Sabers being strong as well. So, you know, go check out my Element Saber deck. But... I'm very curious here. Very curious indeed. He doesn't have anything in his hand, so we can't activate his Dark Element Saber's effect. I'm pretty sure we can straight up just normal summon Tyrant Dragon, attack his weaker monster, and we're good. We should be good. There we go. Alright, so we got the win. That was a very, very long duel. Do not expect that to last that long. Honestly, it shouldn't have lasted that long. I probably messed up somewhere along the way that I just didn't see. But once you start playing this deck a little bit more, you get used to like when to activate effects, what to banish, what not to banish. And that honestly is the whole thing, knowing what to banish, when to activate your effects. And that's the deck, guys. We didn't even have to use the Karibo. Obviously Karibo does help, especially in the defense. Since you guys saw there's not any defensive trap cards in here. If you want, honestly, you could probably add a few defensive trap cards, maybe like 2 wall disruptions, or I don't know. You guys can mess around with this. You guys didn't get to see Lupine activated at all. But basically, you're going to normal summon him, and then you get to banish one of these cards that are in your hand. Hopefully, there's something in your hand. You guys saw Ace of Metaphys. The whole point of that is to use that, ban it, activate, banish. So that way you can activate effects. Really important card. Factor, not as Metaphys Factor, not that important, but you saw that it helped us get more damage off because this deck really struggles with the fact of building a good offense because you're only allowed, or you can really only get one monster on the field at a time. This just helps you get that second one out there, so just in case you have an actual offense for a turn. Ascension, you guys didn't really get to see that into play, but really you want to use this card to banish these extra ones. So if you have an Ace of Metaphys on the field, you can banish the other two, or if you have a Factor on the field, you can banish the other two or whatever. So that way you can draw more cards and banish as well. Like I said, Karibos are just for defense, and then you got to see Whitewater Dragon in action by banishing, so you can banish another card. Most of the time it's Tyrant Dragon that you're trying to banish, so that way you can special summon a monster from your hand. And then if he's special summoned, then you can go ahead and banish a special summon monster. So you guys saw, otherwise the Evoker Fusion monster would have destroyed us. Metaphys, you guys didn't really get to see. He does banish the back row, so if he has a bunch of set cards, you You can go ahead and activate that. That'll probably pop your MSTs, Cyclones, stuff like that. Tyrant Dragon, you guys saw, he gets to special summon monsters in your hand. The big combo, like I was saying earlier, is you special summon Tyrant Dragon using Tyrant Dragon's effect, so that way you can attack twice in a row. You guys didn't get to see that because he did have that Element Saber effect activate, so he went face down. So you guys didn't get to see that per se, but that's the big combo, honestly. And that's basically how you use the deck and all the cards and their, you know, intertwinedness. But let's go ahead and go over how to actually get the cards. So, White Water Dragon, you guys are going to get from Blazing Rose. Karibo, ooh, there's a lot of places to get Karibo. But Card Trader is the most notable. Hold on, yeah, we can exit. I'm not sure if he shows up here. Oh, yep, okay, right here, Karibo, right there. Let's actually grab this Karibo because having 3 is nice. So you guys can actually get Karibo right there. He's apparently also in campaign login bonus rewards. Whenever the KC Cup comes back, he's in those super rare tickets for that. The Battle City events, Duelist Chronicle, actually just the Duelist Chronicles events. So if any of these are around, Set Sail for the Kingdom, Battle City Begins, Battle City Showdown. I haven't seen these in a very long time, so I don't know if you're actually going to get them. But, you know, you guys saw how to get Karibo. Metaphys, you guys are going to get from Maximum Gustav or Blazing Rose. Tyrant Dragon, you guys are going to get from Maximum Gustav or Blazing Rose. Aloof Lupine, you guys are going to get from Blazing Rose. Ace of Metaphys, you guys are going to get from Blazing Rose or Maximum Gustav. Metaphys Factor, you guys are going to get from Blazing Rose or Maximum Gustav. And then Metaphys Ascension, you guys are going to get from Maximum Gustav. Basically, just try and get some stuff from Maximum Gustav or Blazing Rose. If you're trying to build a train deck or a Rose Dragon deck, you guys are going to get the Metaphys, so you should be fine with that. It's just a little deck that you guys can build. Just have some fun with this. It isn't going to get you anywhere far in PvP. It's just like that. It's not that great of a deck, but it works. It works, you know? And with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you guys leave a like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.